How is everyone? Anyone got anything important to discuss? Donna, welcome. God bless. I see you, mate. Welcome. JMR, Jojo, Stepper Style. David's Cafe says, let's go. 9 likes. I mean, there's not much to like, Donna. It's a tough one, is that getting that like, I promise you. It's tough to get. You got to step it up. It's a good monitor if you shit. If you look at it, I guess you got to step it up. People demand some good quality lives. Yes, Jojo, please help the channel out. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all that shit. Good stuff. Right, here we go. Hang on, we'll take off that talking bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, this gonna change this tune over.
I'm gonna make a fresh rule. We'll get started.
Get this room going a bit, did it?
Head off, man. God. See how quick things can change. Oh my God, 1 minute is brilliant. Next minute, get it off. There's something wrong with me. I'm telling you now, there's something wrong with me. Lean, I love. Hope you're good. Right, we've got a couple of guests backstage. Bang a link out if anyone wants to join us. We've got RA9 Gamer coming on, and God bless the UK. £800 knee braces. I once got some. I think the army once bought me some, but I didn't know they were that much. I've still got two pairs of them. I didn't know they were that much. And the one I wear is literally a fiver one, you know, just the elasticated one. David, yeah. Oh, that'd be a different story. That'd be a different story. That's good. It absolutely is good. And I think we've got to appreciate, we've got to remember, let's all together remember a couple of things we're grateful for. We know it works. We know it's really important that we do that. And Lynn's just reminded me. Right, let's get a guest on. God bless. How do? Good evening.
Hey, thank you very much.
Very welcome.
It's not very often I come first.
No. I can imagine you. No, I'm not even having this conversation with you. Let's get another guest on. RA9 Gamer, welcome.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Gamer Show.
The Gamer Show. That's a nice.
It's far wrong there, is it?
Oh, we've got your best mate coming on.
Oh God.
No.
Hey, Reese, welcome. I was referring to Gamer's best mate. Reese and Gamer get on like a house on fire.
No, Reese is all right. I didn't mind Reese, me.
No, you don't mind him. He just can't stand you. Are you there, Reese? With no sound, Reese. I'll just authenticate him. I think it is.
Maybe it's because I'm his nemesis.
No, he's he's always got all different settings and bloody stuff going on. In my office every weekend.
Trying to work out the microphones, the best microphone.
Give us a wave, Reese, so I can get you on.
Jamie, I've got some advice to ask from you because I know you're quite a knowledgeable guy and you.
I'll do my best, mate.
My boy was joining the RAF. Do you remember? I told you he's come up in past. He might be stationed in Cyprus. He went for the medical the other day.
Yeah, man, respect.
Just say that again. He's what? Sorry, he's in the army. Did you say?
No, RAF.
RAF, okay.
I was to join the RAF. He's been accepted, blah blah blah. But he went for his medical. Guess what? They failed him on.
Heart murmur.
Teeth. I mean, honestly,
bad dental.
He needs a couple of teeth sorting out. It's going to cost a couple of grand. But
what, the flying fucking plane?
Sorry?
Wow.
To fly a plane?
I know that were part. I don't remember them. Well, they have dentists, don't they, in the forces? That's very weird, that.
I'm absolutely devastated for him. I mean, I can't really afford it right now.
I guess it's just going to put him back a year, isn't it? He can get the things fixed and go back.
How's he going to get things fixed? You can't get a fucking
What does he
dentist
need?
these
What
days.
have they found?
Pardon?
Check.
Yeah, you're there, Reese.
Yeah, how are you, Reese? It's just a couple
Hello.
of things to be sorted.
Hi, Reese.
And I feel
How you
like
doing, Jamie? All right.
Yeah,
Right, well-
I mean, I'm guessing there must have been. It must be decay or something. Is it?
no, he's got a couple of front teeth. Yeah, he's got a couple of bad teeth on the front. I mean, it's not like Gollum, you know, from Lord of the Rings. But I just feel I feel so angry. I don't know if I should get a GoFundMe for him. He's a young lad. Yeah, he's got a few issues. He's ADHD and that, but he's got that under control, and he's got himself away from the medication, and he's done it himself, right? And he really wants this. He really, really wants this. And oh my god, I just feel like I don't know if there's, like I said, a GoFundMe, or should I go around all the dentists in Swindon where we live and ask them to help us out? Because this lad, yeah, he's only 21 now, sorry, and he wants to progress in life. He wants to serve his country.
Yeah.
How many kids
Oh,
are
he's
there?
Talking, what is he needing doing? God bless. So what?
Well, a couple of front teeth, you know, to be sorted out. He's got a couple of bits of rot in his teeth. But that's only because it's a nightmare to get a dentist. You know, it's this government. You know, it's like if you hit a curb and you knock your tracking out.
Yeah.
This is a government's thing. You know, replace the tire every 100 miles instead of getting your tracking done for like 50 quid. This is what like with mental health and everything that's going on in this country right now. I'm so
Dental
I'm
fitness.
so angry.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's just that usually they would they had dentists in there. He's entitled
hold
to
on.
dentist.
I didn't get it, Jamie. I didn't understand. What the fuck's it got to do with your teeth trying to be a pilot in the RAF?
Well, because you're going to have time off, aren't you? You're not fit. You're not fit for practice. So it's a
What,
fit
your
for practice.
teeth?
Well,
Jamie,
obviously,
if
you've
you
got
go-
imagine toothache. You know how bad
if you
toothache is,
If
don't
he
you?
goes to pilot, he went
The
to
only thing hold on, I really don't. The only thing I can possibly relate to it is something to do with like the mask you've got to wear. It's like I cannot imagine whatever possibly it would have to do with your teeth.
It's about needing dentistry.
It's nothing to do with being a pilot. He don't mind doing ground crew because he wants to do logistics. So he gets all his licenses and HTB and all that kind of stuff. That's what he wanted to do.
It's also got to do with the fact that an infection in your mouth, like an abscess or something like that, if left untreated, can have severe health impacts. It can.
Of course it can. It can kill you. It can
kill you. It can give you
But he
blood
didn't want to
poisoning and all
It's
sorts.
not that bad. It's not that bad. He's got a couple of. It's like I said. He doesn't like. It doesn't look like he's singing. The Pogues. It's not.
Mr. DeWitt, I think, has just done some research and he's found that untreated dental decay or poor oral hygiene can lead to a failure of the RAF medical entry standards.
Yes,
I
that's
think
what
he's
happens.
got a
That's
year
what
to get sorted and then go back. Usually, if he's no problems for a year, they'll let him back.
Yeah, that's how it works, Jamie. If he's failed it, you can definitely reapply a year later, especially if he's only 22.
Try looking for
Sorry.
maybe where they've got. I don't know if in Leeds we've got a dental hospital where the universities do a lot of dental work. That might be something you could look at because that's free.
Yeah. See, look, Jamie.
I got,
Turkey? $2 grand. Send him a turkey, $2 Send him to start saving the next year.
Gamer. Have you not? Do you not listen to the radio, guys? So these turkey teeth things and stuff like that are absolutely shit. Because after a few years, you have to get them
gamble,
changed.
isn't it? Because some are really absolutely amazing as well. Some are
No. Doesn't matter if you get it done in the UK. You get halitosis and infections and something to do with the gum.
I was about 10 grand in the UK, law.
10? Where's that then? Give me the
I
link.
don't know. I'm just going off the top of my head, but you can get them in Turkey
There is
for
a
less
few
than
people where
$2 grand.
they'll do a gentleman's agreement credit as well, God bless. So some will do credit where they've not actually gone through all the processes, to get authorised. So to avoid that, what they do is kind of like a handshake deal. In other words, sign here, pay monthly. Optimax do it for eye laser surgery. Basically,
My dentist in States did that.
yeah.
I
take
must
all
spend-
these.
I'd be good at me getting turned down for the RAF would be my ideal job if I got turned down for my fucking teeth. I'm not gonna lie, if I put myself in your son's shoes, I'll never mind how you feel, I'd be absolutely heartbroken if I was him.
I got turned down for RAF.
You got turned down for RAF, did you? What was that on?
Well, I've got a scar on my left shoulder, and
Right.
as a result of it, I've got limited mobility. So I've got
Oh,
like 80% range of movement in that left shoulder. So I can't fully extend my arm above my head properly.
Yeah. You
so,
do pull-ups?
I can do a pull-up, yeah, because that's
Yep.
the motion is so the motion that they require is for you to be able to go from your hands down by your sides all the
Yep.
way up above your head from the side. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Whereas on a pull-up, your motion it's a downward. Your arms are up from the front, and it's a downward motion.
The pull-ups
So-
were the hardest bit for me. The pull-ups was the hardest of the test.
Yeah,
It was.
yeah, it is, isn't it?
Mm.
Um,
We've got a guest.
Oh,
Sasha,
you
is
go
that you,
there.
love?
Yeah, it's me, Jamie. Thought I'd
Hiya,
pop up.
Sasha.
You
Yeah, we're
alright?
live. Yes, well.
Yeah, we're live.
Good
Do you want me
evening.
to tell you the time?
Nah, it's good. It's about half time. Yeah.
Hi, Sasha.
Hello.
hello, Sasha.
Hello. Is everyone all right? How's their
Well-
bank holiday weekend going?
Is it
I've
bank
got
holiday
2
this
days off.
weekend?
I'm happy.
It's Mayday, isn't it? Yeah.
Hey.
Mayday.
We just had some rain.
I wonder where all that money came from.
Not much,
How did you
not
get
much
paid early,
mention,
did you?
really, about the being May Day, is it? A bit like St George's Day. Nothing's really mentioned.
Well, Mayday were for the workers, wasn't it? And the workers, they don't
Yes.
get much. They don't get looked after at the moment, do they? They just get pissed all over. So
Absolutely diabolical. And you know what it is? It's like Storm's got a welfare plan to get 2030 or something. So they've already pumped all the money into it.
just
So
welfare,
it's-
welfare, mate. And
Welfare. Nah, it's fucking crazy.
AK, welcome.
Yeah, all right, mate.
Good.
All right, pal.
Oh, AK.
Yes,
long time.
yes, my
Okay.
boy.
All Reese's favourite people tonight.
Are you all right, AK?
Yeah, I'm fine. You?
Some of
Yeah,
the kids are you know when your kid takes the piss me because I'll warn them straight away. You know the crack society X. If you start paying the working ticket, just kick them off. So as you want an already here, kid.
I think you off if we're having gamer show. I'm already getting irritated. Chill out.
Hey,
Well, no, I
right.
just thought gamers here. I might just take some paracetamol now.
Yeah, I'm definitely not
Be
getting
done
it.
with it.
I'm on the verge of cracking out the fucking whiskey.
Gilbert, can't you get hold of Prozac no more?
No, unfortunately not.
Well, I condone all the whiskey drinking and stuff like that. We talk paracetamols and stuff like that. Give you fucking head a wobble.
It's a great debate to have, but we constantly have it, and I'm kind of getting a bit frustrated with this. There's no answer to the debate. There's no answer to it.
Which debate? Hang on a minute.
Well,
I
the
missed it.
debate is yes, we need a safety net, but does it get the piss took out of it? Or and I think there's just an unfairness in the system.
There
And
is
the
an
issue
unfairness
is
in the
that
system.
the bottom end of the working market doesn't pay. It's the conditions, the working conditions are not comparable to claiming benefit. So if you weigh up the two options and look at it, and we can talk about purpose and all that good stuff, and I know all that's what, but there's something fundamentally wrong, and it's got to be by design. It's got to be by design because the people who are making these decisions, they're not daft. They know what they're doing. It's something
Yeah.
very.
Yeah.
I think they're making people become dependent and
Yes.
grateful.
Yes, dependent on the
You know what I
money,
mean?
and then, and I think it's about making sure people are docile, and I really
Compliant.
believe
Compliant.
Yep. And then increase it, then replace it with something that's universal to all, and purely control, and it also then keeps everyone fighting, working, not working, skivers, not. Yeah, it's just horrible, and I've heard it
at
so
this.
long
Look
over
at
these
this.
years.
Here we are. Like Jamie, the far right lefty,
No
apparently.
evidence whatsoever. No evidence.
Agreeing.
So we try and find some. This is just me thinking out loud, DeWitt, but does it not make sense? Could it not be possible? Why else would they be dishing out grants a month to hundreds of thousands, millions of people?
And then you've got
They
other
used to
people
hold
that are hard working and go to work every day and that are
Yep.
struggling to
It's
make
a divide, isn't it?
ends meet because obviously working comes with its own overheads as well.
Mhm.
So
It's the classic divide and
Yeah,
conquer.
I'll give you one quick answer why. I'll give you one quick answer why to create more divide and conquer between the working class and the people who claim benefits. So never mind you divide with the left and right. Then we've created another one, the people working and the people who's claiming benefits.
well, I suppose,
some
yeah, if the working classes are blaming the people on benefits for their situation because they see that, you know, that you've got all these sponges living on benefits, then
Yeah.
we're not actually looking at the people that are the true cause of the issue, which are the people at the top.
Yeah?
Actually, though, we are missing a great big point. Whilst I said it's by design, and I still agree, but also for this reason as well. This is a really good point, isn't it?
So,
To make sure that
can I intervene there, Jamie, a bit?
Hang on, I
get you
prefer
in,
it if you
AK.
let Jamie elicit his point. I will listening to Jamie then, AK.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a
The
good
money's
point.
likely to be spent locally, pumped back into the economy to keep business going. So that could be a big deal that they need to have that money going round the society. Yeah, doesn't it, Reece? That makes sense.
No, I do agree with that point. Yeah. What were you saying, AK?
No, I was saying, well, you mentioned sponges, all the sponges.
All the sponges.
Yeah, I don't know if he gets
no.
from that
So
tone.
does that mean everyone who claims
No,
benefits is
I
a
don't-
sponge?
Stop. You know it doesn't, so let's not get
I don't know
silly.
if you guessed from the tone that I was using
Yeah.
that I wasn't saying that I consider them to be sponges. I was paraphrasing what someone who was working might say about the people who were on benefits.
Nice to
And
see
I
you
understand that
now.
there is a need there to
Right.
have a social safety net, and I've been the recipient of that social safety net in the past, But
Yeah,
what I'm
well-
saying is there is an inherent inequality, not just in the bottom end of the system and the people that are forced to be dependent upon the state through the benefit system, but also between the people who go out and contribute to society and work hard, and that is not rewarded in the same way that it should be when you consider that staying off of work is as lucrative as it is.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? Do you know what? Jamie, can I answer that? Because
Yeah.
I'm 59, right? I've worked all my life, right? I've worked all my life, right?
When did
And
you
then-
stop? When did you stop?
No. Well, when my accident happened, something happened to me,
Yeah.
right? So you could people call it brain damage or whatever. I don't know, right?
But I
That's
understand
what they
what
do, but I call it something different. But I'm not a sponger. Do you know what I mean?
No, I knew you were taking it personally, and I think no one's suggesting you or anyone is. But what
No, I know. I'm not
What would
saying
be a
you said that.
criteria, AK, for someone being a sponger? I think someone might be a sponger if there is no reason whatsoever why they can't earn their own living.
The thing is, you've got to look at it like this, okay? There are a lot of people out there that have
Yeah.
got nothing wrong with them.
Yeah,
And they
I
claim
know.
all the benefits. They lie in all the paper, whatever they have to
You know
do,
what?
for whatever. They lie
Yeah.
about it. You know,
Yeah,
my kids, as soon
Sasha.
as they left school, they went straight into work. And they
So
worked
did I.
hard.
Well, I did as well.
Yeah.
Okay?
I did as well.
I was younger.
How
I
old
was
are your
working.
kids?
I've
How old are your
worked
kids,
all my
Sasha?
life in pubs and, run pubs,
Can I-
everything.
Can I ask some questions? Right, Sasha, how old are your kids?
20. Well, they're all in Spain. All three of them have left me for the weekend. It's-
All right. And then
26, 26,
and then
24, and 18.
Reece, when you said you used the system yourself, the safety
Yeah.
net. How long ago was that?
When I came shortly, probably about 2018 to about 2019, maybe early 2020.
Okay, well, all right. You're a bit beyond what I thought you were going to say because I've
No,
said
no.
that
When I
before.
basically what happened was when I came back from America, I was suffering from severe depression and PTSD, and I was really struggling. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't see past the next 5 minutes, let alone the next 5 days or 5 months, I was just I was pretty bad, to be honest with you. I mean, I think that was the case for quite a while, and obviously I was lucky enough to have that safety net to be able to help me through that time, so that I weren't. Otherwise, I'd have been desolate and homeless and on the streets, more than likely.
How did you get out of it, Star, when you're on the bottom like that? Makes reading look at that. How did you get out of it?
Do you know what helped with me? Do you know what helped with me, Gamer? Was, believe it or not, working.
Yeah, mental health.
And working really, really helped, because it gave me, first off, one
focus,
thing.
Gives you a focus, something to focus on.
Well, if you listen, he's telling you, and
the first thing was routine. It was having to get up for a specific time in the morning to drag my ass out of bed. No matter how I felt, I had to get out of bed and I had to go to work. I had to brush my teeth and wash my face and comb my hair. And do you know what I mean? And I had to make my bed, and that forced me to take steps where I was positive steps that I couldn't bring myself to take when I didn't have an incentive to do so.
Yeah, well played, mate.
So
See, I would need some more than that.
Mindset. And then not only that, Gamer, it gave me social interaction that I didn't have when I was sat in my house staring at my TV screen. Yeah. And then with that social interaction came a sense of self-worth and value. And then the self-worth that you get from seeing your paycheck at the end of the month and realizing, okay, this isn't very much more than what I'll be making on benefits, but I've earned it. I've earned this. This is from the sweat of my brow.
I know it's different money. It's definitely different money when you get free money to earn money.
Yeah,
that feels different.
I understand that, Reese. Right? What my point was going to be, but you've kind of like taken out of my thing, is that since '97, when Labour got in, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go political, Jamie. But then you see...
Oh, yeah, it's politics free night tonight, I'm afraid. We have made a Sasha tell him...
and I'm doing that way.
Well done. Here.
No. What I'm saying is, right, the average Joe in England has been going out doing those little jobs in the factories.
Nothing can be changed. The Home Office are not watching. Nope.
All right. Okay, I'm just saying, people must be thinking, what's the point?
They're not watching. And they're not listening.
I do think it's unfair. People, they're at home. They ain't grafting, they ain't sweating, they ain't worrying about their bills, they ain't worrying about their kids' future, and they're just sat at home playing games 24/7, whatever they're doing, just fucking claiming when they've got nothing wrong with them, and you've got people going
Craig,
out to work.
I've just seen your flash now. Come back, mate.
What we can see now is that it seems to be better for you if you're unemployed. I mean,
I think it is.
It's not, is it? It's definitely
not.
I
don't think I see it more in the younger generation.
It's not. It's definitely not. I
think
it's destined for failure, isn't it? It's a slippery slope.
I hope it is.
Jamie, I've got a short story.
Right. I'm getting sick of this. It's going to be a short life tonight. I'm losing my patience.
Jamie, it's only a short story, right? I know a man and woman, right? And they got disabilities like, the ones you sit on, them things, your disability motors, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean scooters?
Yeah, so they both got them, right? But they put them in their garden and then they walk to the shops with smoking cigarettes. So they can walk normally, but they got these disability scooters, right? So you tell me, why have they got them?
I'm well placed to tell you. I'm very well placed because I've been in that position.
Yeah, it says advice and everything, aren't you, Jamie? You've done
you understand the difficulty between paralysed. Do you know what the difference is between paralysed and having mobility issues?
They'll actually physically move, like physically walk, and then having mobility issues would be like you can move, but you're like, I don't know. You tell me.
Just makes it a little bit easier, or should they just worry about everybody else thinks and just struggle?
Like, well, I think why I get mobility is like because I didn't like.
Okay, what's the answer? Should they be worried about everybody else's opinion and what they think about them going in their scooter, or should they just struggle? What are they supposed to do?
Well, they're not struggling because they can walk and smoke
That's not what
cigarettes
it-
when they
no,
walk.
that's just they're not paralysed. That's
Yeah,
just
but
they're not
well,
paralysed.
so why have they got
There's a lot
mobility?
of things, AK,
Well, that's
there's a
what I'm
lot of
trying to get
conditions
to, because
people can have.
Oh, order.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah, but-
Stop shouting, AK, please, mate.
no, I'm not. I'm not shouting. I'm just saying, why
You're
have
a
they
little
both?
bit-
Why have they both got mobility, like scooters?
Because there's different levels of
Yeah.
mobility.
There's different levels of
issues, AK.
disability, and some
But you
people
can't
can
fit
actually
the
walk
needed
short
steps.
distance, but they can't walk long distance. And some days they
nothing more
wake up and they
frustrating
can
than
do
someone
certain things, and some days they wake up and they can't.
Yeah, but short distance. These people are out for hours, and then I'm sitting on my step,
Yeah.
smoking my vape and talking to my mate, and hours later they start walking back, still smoking. So they've been out for hours. So it's not a 5-minute walk around the block. You know what I mean?
AK, is it?
No,
is
you
it
see
within
where I'm
the
coming from here?
Starseed? Is it
No.
within the Starseed creed to sit in judgment of people?
No, I don't. Look, I'm just
Well, no,
telling
you're judging
you
them
what
now,
I
aren't you?
see.
You're judging them now.
And what
Well,
does it
it's-
matter
well, why
about
don't
them
you just-
smoking?
why don't
It's
you
no
just
different
spit
to
it out,
drinking.
AK?
It's no different to drinking every day.
No,
Smoking.
all right.
People have old habits.
No, I'm not saying that. They can do what they want. But I'm just giving you an example. Why have they got mobility scooters when they can walk? If they can't walk properly,
Yeah.
but they can walk normally,
How
why
far
have they
can
got
you walk,
mobility
AK?
scooters?
AK, how far can you walk?
Clamp.
Miles?
Right. So what if that person, you say that you see them walking round? What if the maximum that they can walk is say 500 yards or half a mile?
Yeah, but what
or-
did I just
You
say?
know what I mean? No,
It's been hours later.
But they could have gone
Yeah,
for
but
a
you-
coffee.
but
They could have
but
gone
that's
for
because-
some lunch. They
Yeah,
could have
all
gone to
right,
a friend's
but that's
house.
up to them. I
You've got
know,
to look
but I'm
into
just
it a
giving
bit
you an
more, AK.
example.
You can't just judge. For them
But
2 hours, they
exactly,
could have gone
who
and
are you
stayed
to
with
judge?
their auntie,
I'm
their
not-
uncle, their brother.
Look, I'm
their
not
daughters.
judging. I'm just giving you an example. I don't know
It
what
doesn't mean that
ailments
you're
they've
walking for
got.
2 whole hours. You've got to look
I've
into it a bit
I've
more.
had it, and I've been judged multiple times. You hear people now
can't be
on the
judging
verge,
people
they
like
are
that.
they're dying to see me walk 10 steps and say pip car. They're fucking itching for it. Okay? They're fucking dying
I mean,
for
there's
it.
so much
You want to get a
spitefulness
clip
in the
right?
world.
They're absolutely itching and dying for it without any
Yeah.
consideration about what people go through every single day. And tell them to get fucked. Mind
People
their own
need to be
business.
less interested in what's going on around them, what time people go out and what time they come back. Because I'm telling you now, if people were watching me like that, I wouldn't be happy.
No, I don't watch them like that.
No, I'm not saying you're watching them.
No,
but
if I
timing
sit
them
on
like
my
that,
step
quite
for a
offensive.
couple of hours talking to people in London, right, and then I look, I mean, there's no harm in looking. I look at the sky, the trees, right, and I can see my street anyway. So, and then when I look around, they start walking back hours later. So it's not a 5-minute walk to the
I got
coffee
caught
shop.
once in London, right? I got caught in London where I'm walking fine. I'm going to the, they're all going on audits. I'm like, I can't be asked with fucking audits. I'm going to a museum, me. I thought, so I just left them. They were all doing these audits and I wanted to go to that big museum. So I set off and I'm fine. I gets there, I'm round museum. I actually literally sit on the floor on the way back because I got stuck. I literally got stuck from just literally dragging my leg. So if you'd have seen me set off, AK, you'd have gone, well, there's fuck all wrong with him. But if
Do you
you'd have
know
seen
this,
me,
Jamie?
if you'd have
Like,
seen me
I'm
as I
not
was
taking
trying to get
this
back to my car, you'd have pulled over and said, do you want a lift?
Jamie, do you know this, mate? I'm not taking the piss, but I remember you struggling and Devon a bit to walk on that, mate. And I understand why you didn't like kind of walk about all the audits. Because usually, if anyone does an audit, they didn't park the car outside the police station or wherever. They tried to park the car pretty far away, so they can't walk to even get to the destination.
And
I
always had
understand
the
the problems that
straight
you have.
off the bat
You know, just going back to what you were saying there, Lord Jamie, about now they're sitting itching, waiting for you. That they one step wrong and get a little clip. Can I ask you, Lord, you know them people, like what do them get out of it? What do them earn or benefit out of doing that again? Like,
I
what's
think
that?
I don't have my T's crossed and my I's dotted, and I do. I've said a million times I don't get PIP, but I do have a very nice private pension from when I was discharged from the army. No one can fucking
Exactly.
touch
If
it.
you've
No
been in
one
the
can-
army,
no one
you
can
will
do a
have
damn
a
thing.
pension.
When I was 17, 18, I remember these guys coming round, and it was an absolute scam when I think about it, when I look back. And I'm going, yeah. And it was an insurance policy. And imagine getting medically discharged from the army, and you're all set there. So,
Cushy, isn't it, really?
Society, like, and mainly for AK, really. Do you remember Police Abuse in Paris?
yeah.
Right, so it's one of my best mates. I'm not just saying that because I'm being biased. He went up and actually, what's his name? From Cardiff. Oh, what's his name? Base Welshman. They went on the march, and he can only do like I don't know about 30 meters, and he has to stop. And there's a line. It's out there if you want to look at it. And he just lost it all. And I can understand that because now I'm 60 now. Sometimes I just walk along and my leg just goes. I've lost my muscle tissue.
All right, you're only getting worse. Yeah, no, this isn't that scheme, Moss side. This was a private company, a private insurance. You know where they come round into barracks selling private insurance. It was in addition to that. Oh no, it's in addition to that.
Not the Sapper.
I'm on one of them schemes, yeah, but that's not
Yeah,
as well.
Sapper. Listen, guys, if you could listen to this, right? Forget the other army things and all these things to help the veterans.
They look after you. They look after you, and
Sapper do.
And they don't give you shit like you get. They don't give you shit. They're not ruthless. You're allowed to live your life. You know. You could fucking mount up Snowden, no problem. Take a video at the top. It's not about that. It's about being independent. So
yes,
and fucking say what they want.
But AK, I mean, it does happen. I mean,
However, if someone has lied and said, "I cannot move, I cannot lift a finger, I cannot cook a meal," and you go and fucking climbing Snowden, you're in trouble. But if you've put on your forms, some days I really struggle. Sometimes I cannot. It depends. Then you won't get in trouble because they need evidence, and that evidence would have to be more than just fucking one time. You'd need to be going up Snowden all week.
I heard of a case where a lady who was cleaning a PIP, she went on a fucking ski
always like
hang glider thing. God knows where in fucking Africa or Australia or Peru or somewhere. And she got caught because of her Facebook pictures. Bob, she's been done with benefit fraud, ended up going to jail for it.
Yeah, but she's obviously put something on the form which she thinks she's being clever, thinking I'm going to guarantee I get these points.
She claimed anxiety and she's gone ski jumping in bloody Peru.
You're missing the point. You're really missing the point because you don't need to do that to get the points. That's not what it's about. It's about how it affects you. Typically, it's not. You don't need to exaggerate like people do. You can. You just got to be honest.
I think that's what I mean. I think the worst thing is like them.
Yeah.
So, Jamie, do you know what the doctor said years ago about my condition?
Flog a pinball machine, that'll get dentist sorted. Sherry says Jamie Minton.
I just sold one, didn't I?
I won't say it. It's all right. Forget it.
He's got all year to save up for his turkey teeth and anyway, hasn't he?
What?
I said he's got a whole year to save up for his turkey teeth.
No, he needs them sorted now, and it's usually down to not flossing. Number one thing.
Nah, he's already failed the medical now. He's fucked now. He's failed it. I'm sure it takes another year for you to do it again.
Jamie, I'll see you later.
Have we bored you, AK?
No, not bored me. I just, I try to, it's like tell you something earlier, but you wouldn't listen, but it's all right. Don't worry about it. No, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy your panel.
Get a tissue, wipe your eyes and tell me, because I don't even know what you're
No, I just said, I just said enjoy your panel.
Yeah.
No, okay. What did you want to say? Come on.
I just said enjoy the panel. I'll see you later.
No, I don't care.
No.
I don't care. I don't care.
He's a right baby sometimes, isn't he? Oh, sorry, we were all talking, and when he wanted to speak, he won't shut up for him. And he's just like, right, I'm leaving, I tried. Well, fuck off.
Right, anyway, Jamie, we're off to Bristol tomorrow, me and my missus. No kids. Staying in a hotel, going to a really top, there's a place called Low and Slow in Bristol, rated #1 in England for barbecue food, really cheap. And then the next day, we're going to this Jamaican takeaway restaurant. I'm going to order like about between 6 and 8 meals to take home with us.
Did you see it in Bristol?
Eh?
Did you see it in Bristol?
Bristol. Yeah.
Bristol.
I was in Liverpool earlier this week.
I love Liverpool City. It's a nice city, Liverpool.
I like Liverpool as well.
I've never been there.
Hotel, it was for work. So I just stayed the one night in an hotel and I were on a course the next day.
Yeah.
But the hotel they put me in were the Titanic Hotel.
Oh, was it?
All right.
Yeah.
It was absolutely fucking incredible.
In what respect, Reece?
I'll show you pictures.
Yeah, let's have
Is
a look.
it Beer Street on the river where the Titanic set off from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Give me 1 second.
Because I got a link to the Titanic. My two great aunties were twins, babies. One survived and one lived.
My granddad, since he's Southern Shipyards, my granddad built parts for the Titanic.
And my son,
They wouldn't have fucking sunk.
I think I mentioned this before about when people die and they're born on the same day. My second son was born exactly the same time as the Titanic sunk.
Bloody hell.
Exactly the
Yeah,
same
that's
time.
Craig, are you there?
I'm here, brother.
Hey up, Craig. I hope you're good. Do you want me to bring this on, Reed?
Yeah.
I'm all right, mate.
Big David.
Yeah, that's
Right,
what the hotel room
Please
was
don't
like.
insult me.
Oh, look at that. Well, Paul.
Don't blame me.
Did you go in the jacuzzi and that?
No, I didn't have time, to be fair.
I had a med time for that. First thing I'd have done.
So I got there about 6:00, went and had a shower. They had a giant waterfall, like a waterfall head shower. Lovely shower. And then went down and had some food. But it were lovely considering, paid for by work.
Yeah.
I were expecting a crappy little travel lodge.
Yes.
If that.
How many of you were there from work? All over the country in that same hotel?
Oh, no. It was literally just me in that hotel. They'd put the others in the one of the travel lodges just around the corner from the training facility.
Why you got a special deal?
Yeah.
Well, I think what happened was when they booked everyone else into when they booked the course, they wanted everybody to know, people to say whether or not they wanted a hotel room. And at the time I said no. And then I got to thinking about it. I got the day off beforehand. So I'm like, do you know what? Rather than rush down driving from Huddersfield down there on the morning of the course, I'll go down the night before, take it easy, spend a nice, an evening in hotel, and then go nice and refreshed for the next day. So then I messaged my boss and I'm like, do you know what? Book us an hotel. And I think he must have forgotten. So then he sent down a request for this hotel room. And apparently that's the hotel that they put all the divisional management staff in.
Right.
So they use the travel lodge for the general centre managers, but the bigwigs go into that one, and they must have just booked me one in that one. Whether travel lodge were full or whether they just did it by mistake, but it was
white collar. He's white collar.
Oh, it was lovely, absolutely lovely.
Thank you.
Craig, welcome on the panel, mate. You might be able to help us out with this discussion on the benefits. Why do you think they're pushing welfare or social security?
Can I say anything?
Anything, yeah.
Well, mainly because of the illegal Muslims that are coming into the country.
What, you're getting picked because of the illegal Muslims?
I'm not getting
No,
picked.
he's talking about the
No, I
pushing
mean
out
universal
welfare or
credit.
whatever.
So you'll get universal. I mean,
I get
Second-
universal credit, but also I get picked for my other half. Yes.
So your other half gets PIP, and you'll get universal credit because of the illegal Muslims.
Oh no, I was thought you were saying anything. No, the reason they're pushing benefits so much is because the Muslims are getting fucking claiming benefits.
Because they
But
can't
you're
just
claiming
entitle,
benefits, aren't you?
they
So
can't
what
just
religion are you?
entitle the immigrants, Jamie. They've got to entitle everyone. They get these points. It's like if they are pushing this agenda where people can just come in and the company and just automatically claim top benefits, well, they've got to be able to give it out to everyone else as well. Is that what you mean, Craig?
Yeah,
And prioritise for housing as well.
they're more prioritised than our own people.
Yeah,
Are they?
that you've got to set Jamie. I know you don't like that route, but
Well, no, because it's not that I don't like it. If it's factual, sensible, meaningful, if it's just a load of bollocks from a position of ignorance, then yes, it puts me in a challenging
Well,
position.
The
And that's where it's
housing
coming
system,
from.
the housing
Total
system
ignorance.
works on, especially the social housing system, works on a points allocation basis. Yeah.
yeah.
So it happens to be a fact that if you are someone who has been accepted by the British government as being a refugee, someone who's seeking asylum from a country where their life is at risk, that automatically scores you high points on that point system.
No,
It's
and,
not.
and the sanctuary thing as well. Look at the sanctuary.
Sorry, Jamie. Is that? Am I misinformed?
Yeah,
there?
you're misinformed a little bit. You'd need
Really?
there's a step
Oh,
missing. You because there's a battle off at the minute because people are turning up at the councils with no recourse to public funds and getting refused. So they're then going to social services, where social services have got an obligation to keep the children safe. So they're like, well, so you can see where the councils have got a difficulty. So they're not allowed public housing, but they've got to keep the children safe at the social services department. So they're going back and forth between the two. So that may be why they have to deal with stuff financially, you know, and they'll have, like you say, they'll have separate lists and stuff, or there's stuff going on to get people allocated because that's what situation they're faced with.
I can only speak about my local council, but Sully City Council regarding children's services, they've been notoriously poor and a pile of shite, notoriously poor, and failed loads of children across Sunderland. Loads, as far as I know, they've got a really bad reputation, Jamie. Maybe it might be down to funding, I don't know, but in my, like in Sunderland, what I know, very poor, bro.
Well, that's not what we're kind of asking you, Craig, and I don't think the reason you're on benefits has got anything to do with illegal Muslims, as you put it.
Oh no, it's nothing to do with me. I thought it was to do with them. Sorry, my mistake.
No, you're good, mate. I'm not going to.
Craig, you sound suspiciously like BBA audits. Not being like him. No, BBA, he's good geezer.
Nah, I'm from the arse end of England, dude.
Yeah, most of us are right now.
I think
He's
Jamie
the
knows where I am from.
Another question. Why do we have an economic problem in the country where a lot of the politicians are saying we need to bring in more workers?
There's enough workers in this country, but half the fuckers don't even want to work.
I'll quickly answer that, and I think they've got more educated people abroad who kind of do jobs like surgeons and doctors, where it's like obviously you kind of just pick someone around Wetherspoon to say, okay, we'll give you a job tomorrow as a doctor. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. A lot of people, I think, like their education is much more higher than like some of our people who just went to like private schools where the teachers haven't really given a fuck about teaching them. And these kids, like their parents, especially in places like China and that, they're much more stricter on the kids' education. That's why they're more cleverer and they can do jobs like surgeons and doctors and that. So maybe that's my answer to it.
Yeah, how many of those stay in England? you know,
No, they'll save up all the money.
Let me bring
They'll
a
save
guest
up all the
on.
money.
I want to bring a guest on. I mean, there's a lot of people failing, isn't there, in education? White working class lads, they're failing. And
massively.
people speak to bring this up and go, oh, yeah, but the white working class lads are failing. There's no opportunity. But it's like it's always somebody else's fault. And no one can pinpoint what because all the opportunities have been there for everybody to take.
Really?
Yeah, really,
Yes.
yeah. I took them. I took them. I left school without a GCSE. I was expelled for 3 years. I took all the opportunities that were there.
Yeah, but Jamie, how old are we? Our opportunities were better back then.
Well, hang on a minute. No, I'm talking about our generations that are all sat on benefits now.
Yeah, why?
Because they haven't. Well, that's what I'm getting at. It's like people are pointing fingers, saying, they're saying, "Oh, they're getting left behind. They're getting left behind. There's no opportunities. There's no opportunities." And they are. They're in a difficult situation. But the fingers always pointed at government. Whereas, what about in the home? What about families? What about connection, family unit, support? It's always someone else's fault.
Oh, God.
No, so because we're saying we want less control from the government, less involvement, except for like making sure his kids are sorted, making sure his kids can get on in life. It's all on the government at that point. It's weird. Can I bring a guest on? Monday, are you there?
I am.
Hello.
I am.
Hello.
Good evening, Monday.
I'm really glad you said that, Jamie.
Okay.
Because my question to you was going to be asking you, well, what's your opinion? And you've basically just given it. And I'm in 100% agreement with you.
Yeah, it's personal
responsibility is of the utmost importance.
Yes.
To British people. And that personal responsibility starts when you're actually quite young, particularly around school, high school, and the choice of the exams that you're taking. Your very first choice that you've got to make, that's going to direct your direction a lot of the time. Now, some people can jump between lots of stuff because they're just really intelligent. But bang on, Jamie. I'm with you 100%.
It's how it is, and that's why I always go back to we've got to look after ourselves and look after our own, and it should spread. It should. It's just how it is, isn't it? That's all we've got. We've only got each other.
You've got to think as well, look, guys. Like, what does anybody got to work for? Why do you work? Like, my answer would be, well, it's for money, isn't it? You got to work for money. If somebody's getting like £300, £400, £500 a week on benefits, right? Like, if you're going to get to work, even if it's 9 to 5 or minimum, you're going to have to match that, if not more. It's like, well, it's even going to have to be more for that person to put in 8 hours a day, or what would even be the point?
Reduce that welfare.
There's the incentive. There's the incentive for the people.
In the welfare as well, Monday, right? Even within the welfare system, there's a massive unfairness with it.
Yeah, I would agree.
And it's like, what? This is weird. He's on £1,000. He's struggling on 350. Him. He's got no. It's insane actually, because there's a lot of people on benefits struggling. A hell of a lot of people. Running out of gas, money's due in a week. Electric's gone, money's due in a week. It's not uncommon.
Get help, Jamie. The people that are running on the electric and the gas there do get grants and help with that.
They might help you once a year. They might help you once a year with a token of some sort.
Twice a year.
Yeah, twice a year. Right.
But Jamie, I'd like to pick up on the growth in PIP.
Yeah.
What do you think has caused that?
Exactly that reason I just said, the unfairness. I think a lot of people think, well, I'll have a bit of that then. I really do. Or we've kind of glamorized. That's the wrong word. I know it is. That is the wrong word. But for want of a better word, people now kind of celebrate. Some people celebrate having mental health, right? And what they'll say is, it's totally changed. It's totally changed, and I'm all about understanding and having empathy and things. But there's a.
Do you think, when you talk about the root cause and like why you do it, why the government are pushing so much into welfare? Do you think maybe one of the reasons might be because they want to keep people at home, They want to keep people under a state of stress and anxiety. They want them sitting in the box in the house playing on the PlayStation, watching the telly.
We said this earlier on. This is what they want. It's like they
do want it. Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah,
A lot. Hold on. God bless.
And they're willing to pay for it as well.
Hold on. Right. They're currently because of Rachel Fives' tax hikes.
Oh, I like what you did there, Craig.
Hold on. What? Rachel Fives, it's true. Because of her tax hikes, employers can't afford to keep their employees employed anymore. So there are more employees going over to benefits than there is employment.
Well, they're not. Then they should shut down. Them employees should shut down. Then
I think that you should.
We got the renters bill just come in as well.
Go on,
oh yeah, I got that. I've actually got that in an email.
Yeah.
Should you not try and take a longer term look at this? So, you've seen an increase in benefit claimants most recently and most impactfully post COVID. There was a lot of people that have claimed benefits during COVID when they when businesses shut down. Some of them obviously struggled with people have had symptoms of long COVID that's affected their health long term. So that's put people onto benefits. There's also people that were impacted with mental health conditions that came to the forefront during COVID. But when you look sort of longer term than that, you have to understand that there's definitely been an increase in awareness amongst the general population in the availability of these benefits, specifically, particularly PIP, because PIP as well is one of those benefits that you don't have to be unemployed in order to claim it. It's designed to help people have independence, even if they're in work, whether they're out of work.
Can I jump in, Reece, on that point? So imagine that point, you can claim PIP and work. But some of the comments we hear, for example, the mobility scooter. So does that same not apply? How can someone have a job and claim PIP?
Well, no, because there are plenty of people. There are plenty of people.
Exactly. I'm not saying that's. I'm not saying that. It's exactly the same though as what people are saying.
How can the ex-prime minister?
Order. I want to make this point. No, because that is not what PIP is about. PIP does not say, are you paralysed? Do you never leave your house? Can you never move your limbs? If so, claim PIP. That's not what it says.
No, that doesn't say that.
No, because people in work claim PIP. Yet, however, when someone's on PIP and they're seen going to shop, some people seem to think it's all right to point fingers and go, oh, look.
Yeah. Well done, Jamie.
That's not what PIP is about.
I've got a point to make. Yeah. One of the greatest people in the history of this planet would have been eligible for PIP. And that person had a massive contribution
Hawkins.
On the history of this planet. No. FDR.
Roosevelt.
FDR. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was President of the United States. He's the only president that actually served 3 terms.
Did they have that? Did they have PIP in America though?
No. If he was alive today in this country, if he was alive today in this country, he would have been eligible for PIP.
Well,
but his contribution. So people that are eligible for PIP, that have disabilities, have as much to give to society as anybody else.
I'd agree.
Sometimes they need a little bit of additional support.
I've got a question. Does anybody ever come off PIP?
Well, I think that's a brilliant question.
I just want to say
it's not the Gamer Show. This is the Society X Show, right?
Well said.
Does anybody ever come off PIP? So I would like to just twist the question a little bit because it's a brilliant question. Okay. Does the system encourage people to come off PIP? Does it help them come off PIP?
Well, I think there's 2 questions there then. Is
there's a lot to it. There's a lot to unpack, isn't there? Because it's like, why would someone want to just give up, I don't know, 400 quid? But if they don't go on it, is that what you think, Mendy? It's a tricky one.
It's. I think there's two questions there. Then,
Yeah,
is it set up so that if somebody is on PIP, that's it? They have been recognised as somebody that needs this extra money, or is it set up as actually, if you achieve X, Y, or Z, then you come off it because you're actually doing well and you don't need the extra money from the government to actually help you. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know enough about it.
I think it
Well,
sets
it's not
people
means
to fail,
tested.
Monday,
That's the
because
thing. It's not.
it sets
It's not
people up
means
to
tested.
fail in that it sets out the parameters. If you jump through the hoops or qualify and tick the boxes, then you're going to qualify. But people then know, should you not tick these boxes, you no longer qualify. There's the trap. There's the trap. So how does that help and enable anybody to do above and beyond and really push themselves and try and get past that? It really doesn't. That's why they've just passed new laws now. I think it's coming in. I think it's in now. The right to try. So someone on PIP, universal credit, and out of work benefits, there's now going to be a right to try. And I think that what does is it'll guarantee protections. So someone in that situation gets offered a job. They have no idea how they're going to be in a month's time. But should they take that opportunity and try and push themselves, what they'll find is all the benefits stopped. The rates that they were on at the minute will be reduced because they've been reduced by about 50% for new claimants. So why would anybody do that? They would no money. The rent would it would just be a mess for them, and they would then. And it all goes wrong.
Jamie, there's something wrong with the system because my daughter. I've got to be careful what I say here. Hang on a minute. Let me structure this. Right. So my oldest daughter is with a guy whose family, the daughter was born with. I don't know. She's in a wheelchair. I can't remember what it's called now, but she's in a wheelchair. She can't talk, can't communicate. She can smile a little bit. But and her mum is high up in the NHS, very high up. The family are lovely. The daughter, oh my God, how do I say this? The daughter is very. She can't get up. She can't walk. She has an electric chair that she can, with help, she can get herself around. But I think it's every 3 years. She has to reapply for the PIP and all that kind of stuff. And she is blatantly not capable of doing anything. But then
my lad's got MS and he had 4 lesions on his scan. He'd only had a scan the month before.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he's horrendous, and and we've got all the evidence and all the proof and some of the shit they tried to fob him off with. And we got this decision. I'm like, you cheeky twats, and we did them and. We got it resolved, but they would have just said no. And I think people with
like a paraplegic, they say, "Yeah, you lick a stamp."
They should get it. They shouldn't have to be jumping through all these hoops.
So where does this come from? Where does this come from then? Where does this come from then? Where they make people who are absolutely, obviously, and forever will be needing that help. Jump through hoops versus
endometriosis.
So it comes from the way that it's set up is you have to describe how the condition affects you, not what condition you have. So 2 people with MS, that's not an automatic qualification. You have to demonstrate how that MS affects you.
No.
And then so by that rule being so strict, it means it's also very easy in other areas. So for example, anxiety. So that it says it doesn't matter what's wrong with you. It's how it affects you. So someone with MS doesn't do a good form, or says that they managed to walk dog 3 times a week, and they go, "Oh, but we noticed on page 2 you did walk dog twice a week, so get fucked."
Yeah.
Someone with anxiety then doesn't mention any of that. They're really struggling. They can't get washed. They don't brush their teeth. They don't get up till 2 o'clock. They're up all night with because their brain's not working. All these stuff, they're getting awarded. They're getting awarded because they're demonstrating how it affects them, and that's where it's wrong. It should be about what's diagnosed, what treatment are you on, what treatment do you need? What's the prognosis? These are the things that should be looked at objectively, not.
Don't they look at medical records?
Hang
Jamie?
on a minute,
Yeah.
before I forget. Endometriosis. Do you understand that one, Jamie?
Inflammation, yes, of the
Endometriosis. That's what my oldest daughter's boyfriend's or fiance, whatever.
Can someone sort that daft, Jamie? Sort that daft lad out in chat, please.
Oh, we've got what's he doing?
He's calling me a dog.
It might have already been dealt with because we see everything here, Sasha. We don't even
Okay.
see it when it's being dealt with.
Yeah, Sasha, don't take it to heart. You get the haters and the lovers and all that kind of stuff.
Sasha, the best way to do it is if you're on a PC, just click private chat so you don't even see the chat split up.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's
Yeah.
what I do.
It's all dealt with. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Right, Gamer, you're back on. I forgot.
I just wanted to quickly say my fun fact I've been waiting a while to say it. Rather than like rewind a little bit. A fun fact for you guys, I think ex-Prime Minister's daughters shouldn't be able to claim PIP, aka David Cameron. David
Why?
Cameron's daughter claims PIP. Work that one out.
No, I disagree with that because that's her, not him.
I would
It's
have
not
said
about
it.
how
Prime Minister millionaire's daughter made claiming benefits.
You've got to understand why it is that. It's like that because disability doesn't discriminate, and it's to
Thank
bridge
you.
the gap.
Well done,
it's
Jamie.
to bridge the gap between the costs associated, with the disability. That's what we recognise as a society, that disability has financial
Yes.
cost that society puts on them, and we agree.
But I think one of the conditions should be if your dad is an ex-Prime Minister, you are not entitled to PIP. It should be-
Oh, no. I can't believe you just said that, Gamer.
Right,
It's
aye,
her.
go on.
I
It's
think we
not
should
her
put a
fault.
condition
It's
on.
not her fault if her dad's the next Prime Minister. It's her or him or they or whatever. No. You can't do that, mate. Mate, you can't do that. No.
Well, there should be loads of other rules. It's like if
How
you
many people would that affect?
If you actually have looked through the rules, now when you're talking about the conditions what you can claim PIP and that for, I've actually had a look at some of them. One of them, which will blow your mind, is obesity. So if you're too fat, you're entitled to PIP. Okay?
Alcoholism.
Another
If you
one,
get pissed
yeah,
every day, you've
That's
got
not
alcoholism.
even the maddest one. It's not even the maddest one, Jamie. The maddest one I seen was headaches.
Oh,
Headaches.
that's not, I
Can
mean,
tick
headaches
in their
can be
boxes.
so debilitating. You can't. You don't know. Don't downplay headaches neither. Like it's. But I mean,
You can't be judgmental, Gamer.
Or alcoholism.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
seen the form went in on the Monday. I shit you not, man. The following
addiction,
Monday, you had the full
addiction,
decision, full lot, everything. Within a week, I seen it. I've seen it myself, and he were for alcoholism, full award, top, everything.
And a bus
I
pass
think-
and
I
everything
think-
else. Disability
I
badge.
think
the whole lot.
I think everybody on YouTube with the word gamer in their tag should be ineligible for PIP. And
Well,
Gamer, what's your
and they
contact?
I wouldn't be voting for
forced
you,
to go out
buddy
and
lad.
work.
Well, I wouldn't be voting for you, would I?
Everybody else would be.
Not everyone. No, it doesn't look like everyone would.
Everyone else would. Yeah.
I'd vote for Monday.
You see that in the
Oh,
Green
mate.
Party. You see that in the Green Party, but for them would.
Oh, who mentioned the Green Party?
They've
Why
won
do
another
you
seat.
think
Oh,
that?
it's politics free night. Shit, I forgot.
Yes, thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah, Jamie, don't you have to have like medical evidence for all this to claim this stuff? Don't you have to have
Yes,
letters from
you'd
your
have to have
doctors?
some-
Or...
Not necessarily
no,
medical
no.
evidence. No. In some
You'd
No, it's
think
not.
that they'd put something like that in place, though, wouldn't you?
you do need to have evidence. Yeah, you do need to demonstrate it, but there's lots of ways to do that.
Do you think,
So
Jamie?
Sasha,
Jamie.
I've got a few things wrong with me. It's okay. It's what it is. It is what it is, right? And a few years ago, I've got my own business, and I got offered, especially during the lockdown. They said, no, you should be prior to that. I went to my appointment for my medical people, and they said, I saw him late. The car broke down, and I've got to try and get it fixed. But you can get that done if it's a, your disability car and that, you get it fixed for free. I said, I haven't got a disability car. Why not? And I said, no, because I'm just an older generation, and I don't want to go that slippery slope where you get these things and then that's it. You can't give up. I just
don't
want to
like
carry
the
on.
colour blue. I don't like the colour blue. Is that it?
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. And even when I got my disability badge, I had to because it was my kid's school, taking them to school. I didn't use it for 6 months. So I felt, I know you're going to hate, some people will say stupid, but I felt embarrassed because I felt like I was going down that slippery slope.
I'm just walking on. I can get me down one of them badges where you can park anywhere. I can apply for one of them and just give it to me dad. I'm just walking on.
And then just recently, over the past few months, I thought, well, yeah, it ain't going to get that better. I went for the, I applied for a PIP. And it was just in a time when they're doing this. What's the word I'm looking for, Jamie?
Deluded.
No, not you can't. Sorry about that.
You use your phone records, do you? You don't have to even not medical evidence. You could push it with loads of different things to show how you're.
Yeah, I know. And then Jamie, I found out as well. I did go for a couple of appeals with them, and then it got to the stage where you can go to the court thing. Like I had too much other stuff going on in my life. And
I told you before, you should always go to Fight Back on Facebook. They are the best there is when this sort of stuff. Fight Back on Facebook.
So now, if you go to apply for it again after a certain amount of time, you have to have your one that you've been awarded suspended while you wait for. It's just got they stack it against you. I don't really want to do it.
Up the entire system about 8 years ago when they decided to change it all.
If you look, if you've ever got a review. They cannot stop your review. They cannot take it off you if nothing has changed. They cannot.
Yeah.
So if you're getting a review every 3 years, so if you're getting a review every 3 years and nothing's changed, and you write on each page, nothing has changed. Simple as that. Nothing has changed. 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 100% at mandatory reconsideration, you are getting your money back. 100%. Because unless they can actually show a change, unless they can evidence a change, it's on them to show. The onus is on them to show it.
I know.
Right?
I know.
So what you'll do is you'll fill in these forms, and if that don't collate or match up with your previous forms, nothing has changed, and you cannot be taken off.
Jamie, are there any conditions that you think? I mean, I don't know much about PIP, and I don't know what it's available for. I know it's available for alcoholics and
I do, but no one wants to listen to me. Who's actually on it?
Finished yet, game? I haven't finished yet. If you just listen, you might be able to help answer it. Do you think there are any particular issues that are eligible for PIP where the person should be expected to show that they have been trying to overcome those issues?
Yes, I'd put it down that drinking drugs and stuff like that. It's like, sure, like you're trying to stop.
Yeah, maybe a timed. I would like to. I don't know. It's maybe for some addictions, especially. I think time support would be better. It should be in line with recovery options. I don't like writing people off. And someone's got an addiction problem, so chuck them 500 quid doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
This is the bit that I was trying to ask. I mean, I'm not saying they have to show that they have overcome it. I'm saying they should have to show that they have put the effort in.
Willis to try to do some of the change, yes.
To try
I'd prefer to see rehab places than PIP payments.
Yeah. Okay. Rather than here's your PIP payment and we expect you to use it on rehab, on
I would have done all the rehab myself. If I didn't have the dog, I would have already been in rehab and buy out and better buy now if I had the dog. But then again, I've always got anxiety. Well, if I do all that, get into rehab, lose all my benefits because I'm not an alcoholic anymore, that means I can't claim this money because I'm fixed. And then I lose all the money. Then what happens after a week later, some guns van, I hit the bottle again and boom, I'm sitting out on the streets of nothing, living in a tent. Great. Well done, Ryan.
Did you have
I think they need to put more services in place. There needs to be more services put in place. And right now we haven't got many services, and that's why there's so many people struggling mentally, addiction, in so many ways. The services since COVID have gone right downhill, even for the children of this country. You know, there used to be things like Sure Starts, there used to be all these government like things in place, and they're not even existing now.
Do you know what I think of, Sasha, when you're talking about that? I think you should have something like a backup plan. So let's say, okay, then if this guy gets a job in McDonald's or whatever, and he doesn't show up, or he comes in drunk, whatever, and he gets sacked because of it. Like, it shouldn't all be like end scenario. There should be a backup plan, like another chance to get them back into work. It shouldn't just be, all right, you fucked up, that's it, you're done, your life's over.
That's what's coming now, Gamer. Look up the right to try it. It should be really useful for you. I don't know all the details, but it's happening now. That's what people have been arguing for, and it's to stop that, where everything goes up in air, your rents get stopped, your benefits are stopped.
It's all because it creates a lot of anxiety. Like people like me, it's like, wow, it's like, you know how much of a risk that is. Just even maybe it might not be bad if I've physically done it, but not in my head how much of a mountain it is. They can actually get a job, do all this. Like, I wouldn't even mind taking a bit less money, you know, and being a bit more fulfilled. I understand what he's saying, but it's like, it just seems that much of a mountain for us to climb to actually be able to physically do it. More in my head than physically. It's all in my head.
Yeah, but if those things are in place for you, would you go to
I'm nearly done. I'm nearly done. Sorry, Sacha.
No, I don't like that line. I'm nearly done. Like you're some sort of boss. No. That nearly done line don't mean everyone fucking shut up because Gamer's nearly done. I'm sick of hearing that bollocks. Nearly done.
Gamer, at the end of the day, it's like what Jamie said. There's things being put in place now for people that want to get back into work, that have got addictions, and you know they're not going to lose their house if they can't keep up with it. You know, you've even got voluntary work, Gamer. Why don't you do a couple of days a week? Start off like that and just work your way up.
Here we go, says Big G. He says, life owes everyone a favour. Jeez Louise, you do realise that life is a competition, right? So I wanted to jump on that point, the competition, and I was going to suggest, let's pretend life is the real life game of Monopoly. And we've mentioned this before, and all of us congregate on the start space. One of us has got 2 dice, one of us has got 3, one of us has got 4, and it's the one with the disability that's got 1 dice. Who's going to win that competition? The one with the disability has got 1 dice. Someone else has got 2. Someone else has got 3. Someone who's got a business, he lands on income tax and he pays it. Someone who's got an enormous business, he lands on a square that says avoid fucking income tax and he skips round it. It's unfair. This competition is not a fair competition, and disability benefit is about making it seem a little bit fairer. It's not an equal competition. It's not equal setting. That's what.
Is everybody that is claiming disability benefit disabled?
No, that's what I was saying earlier. There's so many people since COVID. I've noticed, like my kids, a lot of their mates. My boys are in work. They work hard, but a lot of their mates are still at home and they're on benefits, and they don't leave the house and they don't do anything. And then at the weekend they're out in the pubs and the clubs, and then all week they're just sat at home again. And it's just this vicious circle, this disgusting pattern that's happening in our society with our younger generation.
Well, I was just saying that, look, as well, Jamie's saying life's a competition, but then they are life's a competition. Well, what's work? Only people just work. They get out there and make money. Generally, it's money. So it's just like, well, what competition? Who's doing better? What? Slaving away, cleaning cars in the rain, or flipping burgers at McDonald's, or cleaning toilets. Oh yeah, I'm a loser, but I got out there doing that for the same money. Who's losing really? Look at it like that way. Yep. So you say life's a competition. I'm competing, having all this time to myself, not working for horrible bosses who you cannot stand, colleagues who you cannot stand working with, horrible people who you hate being around, after they get up at stupid times, after they do this and do that for bosses they didn't like doing, cleaning cars in the rain, whatever it is, doing things you didn't like. Who's really winning life then? Who's winning?
Sounds like a you problem. This sounds
it's an appalling attitude as well. It's an appalling attitude, and it's very naive, right?
Because you're basically saying that people are going to work and there's slavery. It's people like you that are claiming the money, dissing the people that go out, work their fucking asses off. My son's worked so hard, they've got mortgages, they can't even afford to have kids at the minute.
That's why it's called work. Yeah.
They can't
Yeah.
afford to have kids. I've got one grandson. You know, they can't afford to get married. They've got their house. They've got their mortgages. They've got their, they've got their stability for their life, but they can't have a family. It's fucked up. It's crazy.
terrible.
The thing is, you in order to win, gamer, you've got to play the game, and if you're not playing the game, you are by default a loser.
Trust us, I am playing the game.
Right, that's what I want to get at, because you in your head, and I get it, it's survival, and you have to justify in your own mind. But
Still alive, so I'm still kicking.
You listed all the negatives of what you felt about work. So now let's spend a moment listing all the negatives about being on benefits in your situation and mine and others. So does that come with any negatives? Because you talked about work getting up early. I'd say it's a negative getting up late.
100%. If you've got anxiety and depression and you're masking it with alcohol and cannabis, I'm not going to lie, it gets you in a certain bubble stage where you turn into a living.
You're not really winning, are you? You're not winning, are you? How are you winning then?
And then I'm just saying, then you get more and more depressed. That's what I mean.
Yeah, so you're not winning though, are you? Whereas those that are working they're not talking like that.
No, because they're happy.
I'd question this anxiety and depression of yours, because you don't come across as anxious or depressed.
No, especially not up 12 cancer still made.
I haven't finished.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
haven't finished.
I'm going to turn you up, Monday. You're quite quiet tonight.
So what I'd like to know, I mean, when you used to work for SafeStyle and the other
you've done your intel.
The other things. Well, I was talking to you the other day about it. I mean, it's not my fault if you can't remember. So I'm wondering, did you have anxiety and depression then?
Not really, no.
So where did this anxiety and depression come from? When did this arise?
I didn't even know, I've been asked this before and I couldn't really tell you where it actually arose from.
He's definitely not bullshitting. I've known Gamer for years, and I wouldn't even downplay it. He says anxiety, but it goes to a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that. It's
the only way I could really pin it down to when it went really bad was when I lost my mate in a car crash and I got stopped from seeing my daughter after I won my court case, and then lockdown happened at the same time. That's when I hit the drink really hard and heavy,
I think the addiction and the loss of purpose, I think, is what's really causes most of Gamer symptoms.
But I had loads of problems before.
I was listening to Gamer, and you could hear that Gamer has given up. He's not going to try to get sober. He doesn't want to, and that is a sign of depression for me. Do you know what I mean? It's sad for somebody not to want to get help or even attempt to get better.
That would fix you.
But he's using it as a crutch.
For him to be like that the other night when I was listening.
It's survival, it's survival. It's not much. It's not so much.
He's using it as a crutch in order not to have the anxiety, because he's already explained if he doesn't drink, the anxiety really takes over.
I'm a totally different person, extremely volatile. I start thinking about people who's wronged us in the past. And overthinking it, and it's like if I see them, it's like I'll end up attacking them because I start like substituting it. If I stop drinking, I stop smoking, green, and I'm full of energy. I'm running, I'm going on the gym, I'm lifting weights, and I think I'm strong as a rock and I'm solid again. And I just start substituting it with the gym. But like I said, I get volatile. It doesn't work for us. Like the best thing for me is just drink myself to death and stay in the box. It's safer for everyone.
Or alternatively, you have an alternative medication that actually calms you down.
No, I don't believe
a bit like the stuff that. Well, I mean, you believed in it to be a junkie enough. I mean, these things are pretty strong. Kids with ADHD have got drugs.
No, I am not taking any psychotic drugs off your stupid doctors of the government. I don't believe in them. I think they make you worse in the long run. I'd rather get pissed and get stoned and take any of them fucking mad tablets and that, or make you loopy like what happened to my mother. My mother one time was training to be an RAF pilot until she had our Elliot, and then went through post-traumatic stress for Elliot's pregnancy, and then went all fruity, and then she was never going to be a pilot again because she went nuts, and then all the tablets and that didn't make it worse. didn't make her any better either. Not in the long run, it didn't. Fucking full case thinking on. Like, I didn't really want to get gone on about this because, like, YouTube's terms and conditions. For that, I would advise it. I'd look for other fucking things that make yourself better. Like, going for a walk, get some fresh air, eat the banana.
That's what I've tuned in on it tonight because I have noticed a lot of people showing a lack of empathy towards people who might be on benefits. And I don't want that to become normal.
You to me. You, Jamie, to me.
You to me. Are you mental? You're
He hasn't been. He hasn't been all gamer.
Oh, I'm joking, man. Well, I wasn't really. It was sort of serious, but it's like I feel like gamers on Pip and everyone thinks, no, I fucking shouldn't be. He's a punk. He deserves fuck all, which I get it, and I think it's mad.
But that's your opinion, how you see it, and that's not what people are saying. People look on and think, have you really written yourself off? And you'd say, yes, I have.
Yeah, you know what? That's the sad situation to be in. Can't people see that? Like somebody's there saying, "I give up. I'm just going to drink until I'm dead."
Been saying this for years.
What a fucking sad situation. And there's
but this is what he's doing, Sasha. This is what he does. He wants the sympathy. He always ends up at this. Hang on a minute. Deja vu. This is what he does. This is
no. What would make us successful? No, what? Go on holiday twice a year, buy a house which you then sell to die for your funeral and your car costs or whatever. Like, what would make us successful? Buy a car. What defines successful? Well, what difference does it make? I've got a room for me, I've got food.
£1,000 a month on Pip. You've made it. Let's move on.
Being able to look at yourself in a mirror.
No, I can't say that. I can't say that, Beast.
Murray, you all right? My internet went off. Sorry. Hello?
Hello? No, can hear you better.
Yeah.
You've
My
got all
internet
that
went off.
brain spot in you.
Jamie, can you put the link out if there's room? No, I think, Gamer, I think what it is like, I heard you the other night and it broke me a bit because I thought that's really sad because you were like, I'll just give up. You know, I'm going to die like this. I'm ready to die drunk. But there was a lot of things put at you to get you out of that situation. And what I can't get around my head is, and I never will be able to understand with people that drink, like to the point that they're going to die or they died, is why won't you accept that little tiny bit of help? Why won't you take that chance? Why won't you grab it with everything you've got just to have a life?
He's answered it before. He'll agree. He don't want to lose his bungalow. He don't want to risk his money.
Yeah, but now there's this new scheme come out. You've got this new thing come out that Jamie was on about.
Yep.
Would you do it now?
But Jamie's right what he's saying. Though, there's just fear of loss and losing everything. Why you just like why even risk it? Because like the risk's not really worth the reward. And when I'm like so already got in my head, like I'm already gonna fail it anyway. This time,
isn't he? He's got a secure roof. He's got a guaranteed income.
Yeah.
He's not going hungry. His addiction's maintained. He's got there's absolutely nothing within the benefit system to motivate him to change. And
I don't think you heard that last little bit that he said, Jamie.
Yeah.
The last little bit that he said was, I'm only going to fail anyway. And that is, I think, the key to absolutely everything that Gamer says.
Yeah.
Gamer has no concept of winning.
Has he got lack of self-confidence, maybe? He's gone too far. I think he's given up.
Ask him.
Let me get DP on. DP, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, mate. Oh, we lost.
I've got a concept of winning. I love women, but I've got a terrifying fear of losing. So I'd rather not even play the game if I'm going to lose. And this one, if I do that, I'll lose.
Everyone's got that fear of losing. I've got that fear of failing in life.
I think a visit to the doctors would serve you well. A visit to the doctors would do you well.
Oh, buy some pumpers for the drugs, great.
I don't know what medication they'll give you, if anything, but I think
there is something that they can give you. It's a tablet and it cuts down.
Yeah, but if I went in there and being honest with that, what's going on in my head, I get sectioned straight away.
Well, maybe that's a good thing.
No, it's not. What's about me dog meant again? What about me bungalow?
Excuses for everything. There are excuses for everything, absolutely everything. But the bottom line is you're shit scared of doing anything for fear of losing what you've currently got. And
Yes.
what you've
Yes.
what you've currently got is no purpose, no direction, no
Yeah.
reason for anything.
Yeah.
And the only thing that can get you away from that is your change in mindset, which may require going to a doctor, getting something. It might not work.
Yeah,
or
but
it
he's
might
already
work.
said he's not going to take any medications. He said that.
I know, and I'm just saying it might
Situation
not
he's going to
work
be stuck in now for the rest of
He
his
could
life.
reach out to drug services.
unless he
Reach
tries
out to
changing.
alcohol services. He could reach out to support groups. There's loads and loads of support out there. I've linked him up to some really good stuff before. It's literally out
Well,
there.
actually, I'll tell you what. I didn't want to like big myself up and even tell you, but tomorrow, right, I'm gonna like I had about 22 cans and I went down the shop and got back today. 8 o'clock this morning. That's when I started drinking the day. But I'm gonna make sure I drink as many of these as possible and leave about between 6 and 4. And then tomorrow, my plan is to just drink 4. I've got enough greens so what can do, like the me sickness and all the nausea and that kind of way, because that's my main thing. Going through the alcohol withdrawals is the nausea. But I've got 4 cans and I've got plenty of green. And I was going to try to stop drinking just for at least 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday without any. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday without any because my dad's coming. My dad's coming to shave me hair and that was a couple of bits in the hair. He's bought food. He's already bought me other chappy food as well. For us, obviously, I've already paid for it, but he's got me other tins of chappy as well for the dog. And then we're going out for a walk with the dog and that. But he's coming to cut me hair. But the point is, I'm going to just try to stop drinking for 3 days before he comes, just to look a bit fresh for him. I'll try to do it, but I already guarantee I'm not going to do it. As soon as it gets to that Monday, or it'll even be Sunday night, I'll be going to the shop to get more cans. I just know I'm going to fail, but I've got it in me to try. But I bet you I can't fucking do it.
Gamer needs to go to rehab, but he said no.
I'm telling you, I did, how long did I do? 6 weeks or something? Best 6 week I've ever had, mate. I'm telling you. Loved it.
Now you couldn't take your dog in there, look, could you, Jamie?
No.
You couldn't take your thing in there, could you? Know what I mean?
I'm lucky I've got 2 lads that'll help me out, but what about your dad? Have you even tried to ask anyone?
Me dad doesn't like dogs, man. And his wife
Oh,
doesn't like
I
me.
don't like dogs.
Get off
Oh,
the
I don't like dogs. Oh.
And his wife
For his son's life.
I
I
can
mean, there's
rely
an
on my dad.
excuse for everything.
I
There's
can't
an
rely on my
excuse for
dad to fall
everything,
back on.
gamer.
I can't rely on my dad, family, or friends, anyone to rely back on if it all gets tits up, put it that way.
You've got an excuse for everything, and it's all coming down to that fear of failure. You're now putting the failure on other people instead of just on yourself.
No, I'm not. I'm not putting out on anyone else.
No,
You are. You're going. If you go and do this, then it might go all tits up anyway. That's what you just said. In other words, somebody else might fuck up while you're in rehab or doing something.
No, I was talking about me.
rely on
No, I didn't mean someone else. I was talking about me. It is the gamer show, for Christ's sake.
Anyway, let's
we
move
seem
on.
to be talking about gamer for a very, very long time.
Yeah, let's move on.
And I am an interesting topic, and sometimes I enjoy it, but sometimes I do try to get a bit out from you as well. It's good to talk about it, I feel, just to get it off my chest. I'm not being rude on out, I'm not shouting, I'm not being too loud, I'm not really interrupting anyone, I'm not trolling and being abusive to anyone. Feel like I'm being
Same thing over and over again, gamer, and do you know what the problem is? We can give you all the advice under the sun. You never fucking listen, mate. We've been doing it for 4 years.
But I've heard it all. It's because I've heard it all before, Reese, and it just doesn't work. You can tell us everything about alcohol and what to do and stuff like that. That's whether you actually get up tomorrow morning and do it or not.
Well,
Anyway,
obviously
did you
it
have a
does
good
work
day
because
today,
there's other
DP?
people.
What you saying?
Did you have a good day today?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
of course.
Where you been?
Right, I am looking out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up and I'm going to come back for a late night live in about an hour.
Aye.
Sorry about
I'll
that.
pop on if I'm about gamer.
That's what wrong with me tonight.
In the meantime, anybody, if you're bored and you need something to watch for an hour, head over to DP Audit. Actually did a new content yesterday. Me and BBA were out with a sandwich board, like Exit the Matrix.
Yeah.
Doing political debate. So if you're into a little bit of political debate, especially if you're a fan of Restore, or you hate them and you don't agree with what I say.
I'm really,
I like
I'm really enjoying what you're doing. I think the board's a great idea, and the public will love it. They will love to see that and engage. That's what people want to do. And
and I feel like I am good at discourse when if I train myself.
Anyone that believes in democracy, well, it is what it is, isn't it? See what happens.
I'm go back on another like Jamie.
Yes.
Right,
I'd like to give a plug. I'd like to give a plug.
Sorry, Monday.
if
Monday, I
anybody-
don't know if you want to listen back, but just listen to your voice, to your mic. If you listen back, it's different to
Is it
everyone else.
gone? Is it gone?
No, it's different. There's just something different about how we can hear you differently.
Sounds
You can
fine
hear
on
me
my end,
differently.
like Jamie.
Is it not more muffled? I struggle to hear the words he's saying.
I can understand them fine, mate. Like,
Big up, hey.
It sounds quite bassy.
No, that's exactly the thing that I was going to connect to.
Shall we address this? Do you know why I've ignored this, right? Sorry, DP, because you're on panel. But I've ignored this on purpose because I see what's going on, right? And I could have easily been that, but right. So he's decided I'm going to go fucking and meet fire with fire. And it's ridiculous and moronic, of course it is. And if he'd have rung me, I'd have said, don't be so stupid sending that. But we've got to be able to see what's going on rather than to see someone is really putting someone at risk. Well, I'd hate to think, I don't believe for 1 second that's
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not like that at all. Everybody that knows me knows that's not the crack.
And I knew this, and I were hoping it'd just blow over.
But not once has DeWitt mentioned the fact that this leftist, who we now is getting called as a leftist that I've apparently attacked, has been talking incestual about my child for months through messages and threatening me. But nothing to do with that, no. That's okay, because I suppose on your side, DeWitt, that's the leftist, so it's fine for them to do that. In your opinion.
And the lesson here is you've got, so I said this before, Anna, you've too much to lose to be messaging dingbats.
Yeah, I know. I got angry one
Jamie,
morning.
there was an email. There was an email, yeah. And it was written in a content. And that content, as you would like any media, any person that's got any hate would twist of what the actual thing said and turn it into grape. Now tell me where grape and smash, like you go out and you say, let's go smash the boats, yeah? Tell me where them two words,
chat 'em up, you know what I mean?
them two words are exactly the same meaning.
There's no denying the messages are ridiculous, DP, what you've sent. You know.
Oh, yeah, it was really, really bad taste.
And I'm sure
my intention was not implying rape, I assure you.
I am pretty. You probably have to explain this at some point to a judge. Watch, but it's coming. It is what it is. I think you will have to face up to that. I do believe so.
it doesn't stand
I think that'll happen because no one's going to let it go away. Do you know what I mean?
It's interesting that is, because I'll leave it there.
I might be wrong. I'm only thinking out. It's the first time I spoke about it. I believe.
Oh, we'll put it this way: might not be me that needs to worry.
Okay, well, fair enough. Right, yeah, because that could be another. I don't know how it's going to work, but I just know that there'll be people relentlessly pestering authorities. You know what I mean?
But I will come back to it.
Yeah.
If certain things go down certain routes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect to ever get an apology off people like a DeWitt or anyone like that saying, I did say something that was
It's people around DP that are getting shit for it as well. I'm getting shit for it. I'm getting trolled for it. Fucking
Here,
DP.
I'm getting fucking tagged in shit for it. What the fuck is it
I'm
got to
sick
do
of
with me?
it. I'm sick of
I'm
it.
getting tagged in it.
None of them say, people that are attacking me for it once have brought up the fact that it was a reply to a vile message, which I have.
And people are looking past that and seeing, fucking hell, how can you go so low? I can see both sides, DP. I can. I'm not going to sit on fence. In a sense, I can see both sides when you go. The worst bit is they make the moves on them. That's where people, it won't sit right with people that it's
make moves where I'm from is like chat them up. I don't know where everyone gets that.
Yeah,
from.
but it's implied. It's implied.
You know
People
what I mean?
read that and it reads. It implies. It's what You know this. It's tough.
That's
innit?
what I mean. It literally doesn't say what they're saying it says. Do you know what literally does say what it says?
Oh,
The
yeah,
shit
but it's
I've
what
been
you're trying to
getting
do. You're trying to cause fear. So you're trying to cause fear in someone, your kids, your missus's place of
Well,
work.
I've got messages for months that have been sent to certain people. So FYI, that that is basically I felt like there was threats on my life in Liverpool. I've been getting it for weeks, death threats and stuff. The end is near every message.
The only
Knife
way I stopped myself
emojis
getting
and that.
feared, the only way I stopped myself, and people have confirmed, as soon as anyone comes at me in chat block, instantly winds them up, fuck them off. It really winds them up. They crave the attention anyway. So as soon as you get a message, instant block. It winds them up, and you can't lose. You literally
I agree as well. Ignoring people like that is the best way to deal with them, because then they just move on to somebody else.
It's literally sending them crackers so that a few days later, right, you'll see them say, "Can you unblock me? Can you unblock me? Can you unblock me?"
I've been a long time fan of your channel. Please.
And
yeah, I woke up in the morning, got a message about
social media,
talking about my children ancestrally in the morning in a vile way with one of my other relatives, and I was probably tired, and I sent back a fucking horrible, nasty message after months of fucking abuse.
But to make sure that you can never end up in fucking court or losing all that you've worked for, block guarantees it.
And then what you do as well, DP, you lose the moral high ground when you start digging back to them and like, right, then when they've got that tip, you message what they're talking about, boom, yeah, we've got you, and then
To be honest with you, can I give a message to the left anyway? Let me give you a little message. Say what you want, do what you want. I don't care. Now go fuck yourselves. How about that?
Oh, probably not the best response, but I get it where you're at. I get the
fuck off. I'm sick of hearing it. People keep sending me. People keep saying to me,
I'm out. He says, "Fuck off." I'm sick of hearing it. But
nah, Jamie. People keep sending me going, "Have you seen what's getting written about you in this troll group?" Well, I'm literally at the point now. Like, I don't care. I don't want to hear it.
All right. But would you care if you woke up tomorrow and there were a fucking summons on your door and your channel were gone?
Well, no, on that, but not. But I'm not on about that. I'm on about the troll groups. I'm not bothered with people
care.
Me about
You
it.
fucking really care.
Well, now you've replied them, so you obviously care what they're saying, DP.
No, I'm saying in the last few weeks I haven't gone into that fucking stupid groups on Facebook. They can all go fuck themselves. They just chat the same shit repeatedly.
And this is
I'm
what
gonna have no money left for it soon, Jamie, because the amount of rent I'm having to pay out to people because I'm in their heads.
Let me wrap up. I'll see you in an hour. Maybe
See you in a bit, Jamie.
Anyway, I'll see you soon,
See you in a bit,
channel.
everyone.
Be nice.
Bye.
You take
I've even took myself off. I can't tell you how much the responses and that trigger to his defense mechanisms are just so alike to me. It's a fucking tough. It's a tough one to get right. I'm out.